here. For over a month, the business of Harris County has halted. Our ability to do the very basic function of any government, setting a budget, cannot happen because of two Republican colleagues that chose to exercise a protest. The packets you all have show a timeline of events that describe how we've gotten to what is now a last-minute deadline. The short version is, in county government, budget setting is how you set priorities in serving the people you've been elected to represent. It's the primary responsibility of Texas County Commissioners and county judges. The first proposed budget showed that our priorities were, first and foremost, to keep the public safe. Close to $100 million in new public safety spending has been proposed. Over $40 million new dollars to the sheriff. Over $8 million new dollars for the constables. $5 million new dollars to the district attorney, with additional funds to the criminal justice system, including our courts. The opportunity to pass this budget would have produced the lowest tax rate in a generation, according to our county budget office. Now, I won't go into the tick-tock of events. However, you must know that multiple times I have tried to enter into negotiations with my Republican colleague, Tom Ramsey, only to be rebuffed. Even when counter proposals have been offered, they have only moved the goalposts out even further. Last week, I put on the agenda a new deal, offering nearly word for word what they said was needed to get them to show up. Still, they refused to come to work. Today, I'm making my final offer, what I call the Garcia commitment. It checks every box that each of my colleagues have stated as a priority. To satisfy Commissioner Ramsey, I've added $20 million new dollars in additional law enforcement spending on top of the nearly $50 million new dollars already proposed. Check. Commissioner Cagle has demanded more tax savings, almost $67 million in reduced tax burden is in my plan. Check. As the former sheriff, I know that recruiting for the agency is difficult when salaries are not competitive. So the Garcia commitment raises deputies' wages, both sheriffs and constables, by an additional 2.5% on top of the original 2% that had been proposed. Raises for deputies? Check. Finally, we cannot leave our hospital system underfunded. Make no mistake, this is not just for those without health insurance. Even people with the best insurance plans would be impacted by Harris Health not having enough money for everyday operations. Bentob is where our law enforcement officers are taken when they're seriously injured. So fully funding the hospital district? Check. In dealing with county budgeting, particularly public safety, we must focus on the short, intermediate, and long-term implications of these decisions. Our law enforcement spending would have strengthened our first responders' abilities to put hundreds of additional new boots on the ground to stop crime as it happens. And the goal of massive new investments in the criminal justice system to help address the backlog as well. Let me pause here to share some of the results we're seeing when it comes to crime. Our work has driven homicide down by 11.7%, almost 12%. Rape is down by 32.8%. and aggravated assault and robbery are both down by 9.7%, all according to DPS data for this year. This is not just an attempt at getting any deal done. The Garcia commitment goes further than ever to satisfy all of my colleagues' concerns, Republican and Democrat, and then some. If my Republican colleagues continue to refuse to show up to work, it proves once and for all they had no intention on getting any deal done. And while we've made progress in reducing violent crime, obviously there's more to do. If my colleagues agree that with that very premise, you would think that even if budget constraints would only allow us to add a single new deputy or a single new dollar in new investment to law enforcement, that would be better than the alternative of no new investment. The Garcia commitment increases public safety spending more than ever. As the former sheriff, I'm very, very proud of that. The fallback option of no new revenue means one thing, one very clear thing: a reduction in public safety services. The no new revenue rate would reduce our law enforcement's ability to keep our residents safe. If a no new revenue rate is adopted, the losers will be the Harris County residents. Finally, I ask my Republican colleagues, come to work. Accept this commitment and work with us to bring much needed new spending to protect a growing county and the people we serve. There are no more excuses. All the boxes have been checked. All the priorities have been met. It's time to do the right thing and come to work for all the people of Harris County. Thank you, and if there's questions, I'm happy to answer.